today's video, we are going to learn one of the grammar topic, that is partitive nouns, right? So, before starting with our topic, let us recap the nouns. Like, what do you mean by nouns? Noun is a name of a person, place, animal and thing. Right? Noun is a name of a person, place, animal and thing. It can be anything. Now, you know that there are main 5 types of noun. 5 main types of noun. That is, we have already studied about some of the nouns in our previous standards, but let's have a quick recap of that. First is common noun, then proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun, then material noun, right? So here we have main 5 types of nouns, that is common, proper, collective, abstract and material. So let's learn these nouns in short, means as a part of a recap की तरह हम ये 5 types of noun हम यहाँ पे रिवाइज कर लेंगे, ठीक है? Now let's start with common noun. What do you mean by common noun? Means common noun means that whatever you speak that is in common, right? And whatever you speak means आप जो भी चीज जिसका भी नेम ले रहे हो मीन्स यानी कि कॉमन में यू आर नॉट गिविंग एनी स्पेसिफिक नेम टू दैट पर्सन, प्लेस, एनिमल और थिंग. यू आर सेइंग दैट इन जनरल which denotes common name. In common noun it denotes common name of person, place, animal and thing, right? For example, that if I say that all the boys in the class stand up, यहाँ पे I have used all the boys, right? Boy is a noun and all the boys I have denoted all the boys. So in common में मैंने सभी लोगों को खड़े होने के लिए बोला है, जितने भी boys हैं मैंने सभी लोगों को खड़े होने के लिए बोला है, right? So in common I have used the word boy, right? But if I give a specific name to a specific boy, means Ram, stand up. So yeah, here I have used the word Ram, means I have used the name, a specific name कि जिसका name Ram हो वही वो खड़ा हो जाए, right? So that is become our proper noun. But I have denoted all the boys in the class setup. Means यहाँ पे मैंने किसी particular person की बात नहीं की है, यहाँ पे मैंने सभी लोगों की बात की है, right? Now if I say I live in the city, now you say that city तो कई सारे होते हैं, तो वो तो common हो गया ना. यहाँ पे हमने city का name denote नहीं किया है. We haven't mentioned the name of the city, that in which city do you live. So for that, if you want to denote that particular in which city do you live, then you must mention the name. But if you say that I live in the city, then city will become our common noun, right? Now let's move further, that is common noun. Now proper noun, right? We have learned common noun, now proper noun. Proper noun means which denotes a specific name, which denotes a place, animal or thing. As I said in the previous example only, means whenever there is a specific name of any person, place, animal and thing, then that noun will become our proper noun. In the previous example I said that I live in the city. So city is the common noun because there are many cities. You haven't mentioned the name of the city. आपने city का name mention नहीं किया है. But over here, if you will mention the name of the city, like I live in Rajkot city, right? Then Rajkot will become our proper noun. So in this way, if you will give a specific name to any person, place, animal or thing, then that noun will become your proper noun. Now, collective noun. Collective noun. The word itself denotes us that whenever we are talking about a collection of things, collection of people, place, right? So that noun is known as collective noun. Now, what is collective noun then? If we are denoting a group of things, like here there is a group of lions there, right? Then if we want to give a particular word to that group of lion, यहाँ पे lion का एक group है और हमें उसको एक particular word देना है कि here there is a group of lion, or instead of group we want to denote a particular word to that lion, then we will say pride of lions. What we will say? Pride of lions. Then if we have so much of keys, right? हमारे पास एक से ज़्यादा keys है, तो हम उसे क्या बोलेंगे? Then we will say that is bunch of keys. So here bunch, pride, this becomes our collective noun. Now, if I say that you can see that flowers, right? So many flowers are put together, then we used to say that a bouquet of flowers. What we used to say? A bouquet of flowers. Right? So bouquet is a collective noun. Right? So I hope students that you are getting recalled of all the things, right? Now let's move to the next one. Okay, so now our next noun, that is abstract noun. What do you mean by abstract noun? Abstract noun means which denotes quality, then action or state. Which denotes quality, action or state, or else it refers, you can say that it refers to things which we can only feel and speak about. Which we can only feel and speak about. Right? Abstract noun, or you can say a concrete noun. Abstract noun is also known as concrete noun. Now, abstract noun means which denotes quality, action or state. Quality means what? That आपके अंदर जो भी quality है, right? कैसे? Like you are brave, you are honesty, courage. Courage means हिम्मत. आपके अंदर कितनी हिम्मत है? तो आप उसे देख सकते हो? नहीं, आप उसे देख नहीं सकते हो. You cannot see that thing, but you can feel that how much courage you have. Means आपके अंदर कितनी हिम्मत है वो आप feel कर सकते हो और आप उसके लिए बातें कर सकते हो. You can only speak, right? Only feel and speak, but you cannot see that thing. Honesty, ईमानदारी, आप कितना सच बोलते हो? Can you see that thing? No, we can speak about that thing. हम उसके बारे में बोल सकते हैं. We can feel that thing. हम उससे feel कर सकते कि ये कितना सच्चा आदमी है. But we cannot see that honesty. Right? As I can see you, can you see the honesty? No, we cannot see the honesty. So, in quality like courage, then wisdom, then honesty, such kind of words comes under quality. Then action, any kind of movement, then any kind of activity comes under action. And state means in what state you are. अभी आप कैसे हो? Happy, sad, angry. Then you can say childhood. अभी तो मैं childhood छोटा हूँ. Then childhood. So all these things come under this. So all such kinds of words which you can only feel, जिसे आप feel कर सकते हो and you can only speak about, और जिसके बारे में आप सिर्फ बातें कर सकते हो और सिर्फ feel कर सकते हो. Such kinds of words will come under abstract noun. Right? Now let's see another noun, that is material noun. What do you mean by material noun? Material noun. What do you mean by material noun? Means which denotes material. जो material को denote करता है, right? From which something is made. Material किसे बोलते हैं? कि जिसकी में से कोई भी चीज हमें बनाई जाती है, right? Whether it is made by us or made by natural, man-made, which denotes material. Material from which something is made, whether it is made by, whether it is made by us or by or given by nature. Right? Material noun means which denotes material, जो material को denote करता है. From which something is made, कोई भी चीज बनाई जाती है. Whether it is made by us means whether it is made by human being, हम लोगों ने बनाया है, और whether it is given by nature means हमें nature से मिला है, God gifted है. Right? For example, gold. You are wearing the jewelries. आप jewelry पहन रहे हो, earrings and वो किसमें से बनता है? Gold, silver, right? So that becomes our material. You are wearing the clothes, right? तो clothes किसमें से बनते हैं? There are different kinds of materials are there. Cotton, silk, right? Then we are using bench and cupboards we are using. So all these things are made from wood. So wood will become our material. So कोई भी चीज जिसमें से बनाई जाती है तो वो material जो होता है, that word will become our material noun. Right, students? So I hope that you have recalled all the 5 types of nouns. Now we will start with our partitive nouns. What do you mean by partitive nouns? Partitive nouns means it describes a part of the whole. यानी कि वो एक पूरा का पूरा आपके पास कोई चीज है, उसमें से आपको एक छोटा सा पार्ट चाहिए, right? Then it denotes that thing. For example, if I say a partitive noun indicates, first let's start with the definition. A partitive noun indicates a part or quantity. A partitive noun indicates a part or quantity of something bigger. Of something bigger. Right? So you can see that you will pronounce this partitive nouns. Now, a partitive noun indicates a part. Partitive means part. यहाँ पे in the word itself it is said that part, right? So part means एक छोटा सा piece, right? Part or a quantity of something bigger. किसी भी बड़ी चीज का एक छोटा सा part आप ले रहे हो, right? Then we have to use some word. हम उसके लिए कुछ word use करेंगे. So that word will become our partitive noun. For example, here we have a pizza. Right? You can see here we have a pizza. Now, if I want a piece of only a single piece from this pizza, right? If I want this much part of the pizza from whole pizza, यहाँ पे एक पूरा पिज्जा मेरे पास है, उसमें से मुझे सिर्फ इतना छोटा सा पार्ट चाहिए, राइट? तो उस पार्ट को हम क्या बोलेंगे? What we will speak? I want a slice of pizza. What we want? A slice of pizza. पिज्जा की मुझे slice चाहिए. Means this part is known as slice, right? Like this way only we have a different words to use for different nouns, right? So that we are going to understand now which words are used with what things. Okay students, so now we are going to see that which words are used with what kind of nouns. A blade, first one is a blade of grass. As I said that partitive nouns describes a part or a quantity of something, means वो पूरे एक bigger part है जो हमें उसमें से एक छोटा सा part हमें describe करता है, indicate करता है, right? And we are using a particular word to describe that part. That word is known as partitive nouns. Now in that first one is a blade of grass. We have a bunch like बड़ा सा size का एक grass है. And we are cutting a small part of grass from that thing. कि हमारे पास कहीं एक बड़ा grass का एक जो bunch है, उसमें से एक छोटा सा grass जो cut कर रहे हैं, then we will give the name as a blade of grass. I have cut a blade of grass means मैंने एक छोटा सा grass का एक टुकड़ा cut किया है. Second one, a pang of fear. यानी कि मुझे डर लग रहा है, but अभी मुझे डर थोड़ा ही डर लग रहा है, बहुत ज़्यादा डर नहीं लग रहा है. राइट? मुझे डर लग रहा है पर थोड़ा सा ही अंदर मन में ऐसा डर लग रहा है, थोड़ा सा. So that is known as a pang of fear. Then a slice of cake, or you can say a slice of pizza, right? As I have explained you that from the whole pizza I want a small part of that pizza, or you can say from the whole cake. एक बड़ी सी केक में से आपको उसका एक छोटा सा पार्ट चाहिए. Then what you will say that please give me a slice of cake, or you can say if you want the pizza then you can say a slice of pizza. Then after cup of coffee, or you can say cup of tea. आपके यहाँ एक मम्मा आपके लिए चाय बना रही है, तो उसमें से आपको एक ही कप कॉफी या चाय टी चाहिए, right? Then you will say I want a cup of coffee, or else you can say that I want a cup of tea. Then bar of soap, like soap you are using that, right? तो उसका छोटा सा जो आप पार्ट लेते हो that is known as a bar of soap. Then jet of water, sip of water, पानी आपके पास ज़्यादा पानी उसमें से आपको थोड़ा ही चाहिए. Then you will use jet of water is also correct. Sip of water, that is also correct. And a drop of water, that is also correct. You can use any three of the words. Now, pinch of salt means आपके पास एक पूरा सा बॉल है salt का. एक बाउल में आपने salt ली, एक बाउल में salt है और आपको उसमें से थोड़ा ही salt चाहिए. And what you will say? A pinch of salt. Pinch means इतना सा ही. Like मैंने इसे उठाया, ये छोटा सा pinch of salt. Right? पूरे में से मुझे pinch of salt ही चाहिए. Then a clove of garlic. Garlic का एक पूरा सा एक है, right? तो उसमें से आपको एक ही चाहिए garlic. તમારી પાસે એક આખું ગાર્લિક છે એમાંથી તમારે કળી જ જોઈએ છે ગાર્લિક, so that is known as a clove of garlic. Then crumb of bread, or you can say a loaf of bread. What you will say? LOAF, loaf of bread. crumb of bread or loaf of bread. bread है उसमें से आपको एक छोटा सा पार्ट चाहिए, that is known as crumb of bread or loaf of bread. Then minute of silence. silence रखना है बट कितनी देर के लिए? only a minute, थोड़ी देर के लिए ही, right? so from the big part हम छोटा सा ही पार्ट ले रहे हैं अभी साइलेंस रखने के लिए, that is a minute of silence. Then a bowl of soup or rice. soup और राइस हम बनाते हैं तो आपको कितना चाहिए? उसमें से थोड़ा ही चाहिए, right? so that is a bowl of soup, or you can say a bowl of rice. Then a lump of sugar, or you can say a spoonful of sugar. means sugar आपके पास है और उसमें से आपको थोड़ी ही शुगर लेनी है, तो फिर what you will say? a lump of sugar, or you can use the word spoonful of sugar. Then after a bowl of wool. wool आपको पता है wool क्या है, right? तो जो पूरा का जो होता है उसमें से आप थोड़ा पार्ट लेते हो, that is known as a ball of wool. Then a piece of land. piece of land. land आपके पास ये land है, right? तो उसमें से मुझे एक पीस चाहिए कि ये इतना पीस है जो मुझे चाहिए, अभी आप मुझे दे सकते हो, that is I want a piece of land. आपकी लैंड में से मुझे एक छोटा सा पार्ट चाहिए, that is known as a piece of land. Then after bar of chocolate. आपके पास एक बड़ी सी डेयरी मिल्क है, you have a big dairy milk, right? और in that you want a small part of that dairy milk. And what you will say? that please give me a bar of chocolate, right? you want a small bar of that chocolate. Then after an ear of corn. corn is there, right? you want only a some part of that corn, then you will say an ear of corn. a piece of fruit, right? fruit मम्मा कट करके रखती है तो आपको क्या चाहिए? उसमें से एक छोटा सा पीस चाहिए, you want a small part of that fruit, so you will say a piece of fruit. so students, these are the words which you can use, right? so I hope that you have understood that what is partitive nouns, and you have also recapped the 5 types of nouns, that is common noun, proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun and material noun. And you have also learned partitive nouns, that is which indicates a part or a quantity of something bigger. जो किसी बड़ी चीज का एक आपको छोटा सा पार्ट इंडिकेट करता है, that is known as partitive nouns. And students, based on this partitive nouns, you will be given a worksheet to solve, right? so for that, if you have any doubts, a blanks will be given and the options also will be given to you. so with the help of the options, you have to solve that blanks. and still if you have any doubt, then you have to rewatch this video, right? so till